Imagine waking up one morning only to discover that every single person on Earth has completely vanished. The streets are empty. The cars are rusting where they stopped. There is no traffic, no chatter, no footsteps, no laughter. Nothing. At first, it feels like a strange and unsettling kind of freedom. You could walk into any store and take whatever you want. You could drive any car. You could scream at the top of your lungs and nobody would hear you. But within hours, you realize the silence is not peaceful. It is a warning. Something is hiding in the shadows. Something that watches your every move. Something that only comes out when the sun goes down. This is a terrifying story of a man who lost his family, his friends, and his entire world. A man who is now the last human standing in a city of monsters. This is the story of I Am Legend. It began in 2009. A brilliant scientist named Dr. Alice Crippen developed a genetically engineered measles virus. She believed it would be a miracle cure for cancer. The virus was designed to attack and destroy cancer cells while leaving healthy tissue untouched. At first, it worked perfectly. The world celebrated. Cancer patients were being saved. But then, something went horribly wrong. The virus mutated. It became airborne and incredibly contagious. What was once a cure became the deadliest plague in human history. The Crippen virus spread across every continent in a matter of weeks. It was unstoppable. The results were catastrophic. 90% of the world's population died within days of exposure. The death toll was over 5 billion people. Another 9% did not die. Instead, they were transformed into terrifying, aggressive creatures driven by a primal hunger for flesh and blood. They lost all human reason and emotion. Their skin turned pale and hairless. Their senses became razor-sharp. Their strength multiplied beyond anything humanly possible. And they were driven by one instinct: to kill. Only 1% of the population proved to be naturally immune to the virus. These people could breathe the air, walk through the streets, and even be bitten without turning. Among them was a man named Robert Neville. Now it is the year 2012. 3 years have passed since the outbreak began. The world as we knew it has collapsed. Governments have fallen. Cities have become graveyards. Nature has started reclaiming the concrete jungle. Weeds push through cracked asphalt. Animals roam freely where millions once walked. And in the middle of this desolate wasteland, in the abandoned ruins of Manhattan, a lone survivor goes about his daily routine. His name is Robert Neville. He is an army virologist and a lieutenant colonel. He once served his country as a brilliant scientist. Now, he serves only one purpose: to survive long enough to find a cure. He lives in a heavily fortified townhouse on Washington Square Park. The building is his fortress. Every window is covered with steel shutters. Every door is reinforced with metal bars. He has stockpiled weapons, food, water, and medical supplies. But his most important defense is time. He knows the creatures cannot come out during the day. The sun is his shield. And so he lives by a strict schedule, a routine that keeps him alive and sane. His only companion in this empty world is his loyal German shepherd, a dog named Sam. She is more than a pet. She is his family, his partner, and his reason to keep fighting every morning. As the first rays of sunlight hit the city, Neville wakes up. He puts on his military fatigues and a tactical vest. He checks his weapons. He takes Sam and they walk through the deserted streets of New York. The city is a ghost. Abandoned cars litter the roads. Some have their doors wide open. Others have crashed into lampposts or storefronts. Papers and garbage blow through the wind like tumbleweeds. Graffiti covers the walls, some of it warning others to stay away. The silence is so complete that every footstep echoes off the buildings. Neville scavenges for supplies. He enters grocery stores and takes canned goods. He visits pharmacies and takes medicine. He fills his backpack with anything that could be useful. He also has a mission beyond survival. He broadcasts a daily radio message on a military frequency. His voice is calm but filled with desperate hope. He repeats the same words over and over. He identifies himself as Robert Neville. He says he is a survivor and he is looking for any other survivors. He tells them to come to the South Street Seaport every day at noon. He promises food, shelter, and security. He says, "I am not dangerous. I am not a threat. Please come. I can save you." But every day, the radio only responds with static. No one answers. He is completely alone. To fight the crushing loneliness, Neville has created strange habits. He visits a video store on his route. Inside, he has arranged mannequins to look like customers. He talks to them as if they are real people. He greets one mannequin by name and calls him Fred. He asks Fred about his day. He jokes with him. He even asks Fred for advice. It is a heartbreaking ritual that shows just how desperate he is for human interaction. He also watches old movies on his DVD player. He knows the dialogue by heart. He recites the lines along with the actors just to hear the sound of conversation. He exercises every day to stay strong. He does push-ups and sit-ups. He even plays golf on the deck of an aircraft carrier that sits abandoned in the harbor. He has turned survival into a science. But no matter how strong he is during the day, the terror begins when the sun starts to set. As dusk approaches, Neville and Sam return to their townhouse. He seals every window with heavy steel shutters. He locks every door with thick metal bars. He turns on UV lights that he has installed around the perimeter. Then he and Sam retreat to the basement. They sit in a large clawfoot bathtub and pull a heavy metal cover over themselves. They listen, and then the sounds begin. Howling, screaming, screeching, growling. The creatures are awake. They roam the streets all night. They sniff the air. They scratch at doors. They throw themselves against walls. They are hunting. And Neville knows that if they ever find a way inside, he will not survive. These creatures are the victims of the Crippen virus who did not die but were horribly mutated. They are called Darkseekers. They are hairless. Their skin is pale and gray. Their eyes are bright yellow and glowing. Their veins are dark and visible through their skin. They have no hair, no noses, and their mouths are filled with sharp teeth. They are incredibly aggressive and superhumanly strong. They can rip through metal. They can run faster than any human. But they have one weakness. They are vulnerable to ultraviolet rays. Sunlight burns their skin like acid. The sun is their only predator. And so, they hide during the day. They sleep in dark places. They gather in colonies. They wait for nightfall. And when the sun goes down, they own the city. But Neville has a plan. He believes he can find a cure. He is immune to the virus, and he believes his blood holds a key. In his basement, he has built a fully equipped laboratory. He studies the virus under microscopes. He runs tests on infected rats. He tries different combinations of antibodies. He injects his own blood into the rats to see if it can reverse the mutation. He is methodical and patient, but he is also haunted by memories. He remembers the day the outbreak began. He remembers the chaos of the evacuation. The military had quarantined Manhattan. Bridges were blown up. Tunnels were sealed. People were screaming and running. Soldiers were trying to maintain order. In the middle of the chaos, he was trying to get his wife Zoe and his young daughter Molly to safety. They were supposed to be evacuated by helicopter, but the helicopter was overcrowded. People were pushing and fighting. A soldier told Neville there was no room. He begged him to take his family. He said he would stay behind. He promised to follow later. The helicopter took off, and moments later, it was struck by a missile from another aircraft. It crashed and exploded. His wife and daughter were gone. He lost them forever. That memory has never left him. It is a fuel for his obsession with finding a cure. One day, while hunting for food, Neville spots a deer. The deer is beautiful and healthy. It has survived in this wasteland. Neville raises his rifle and takes aim. But the deer is fast. It runs into a dark building. Neville hesitates. He knows that dark buildings are dangerous. But he needs a meat. He follows the deer inside. The building is an old office complex. It is pitch black. The windows are covered. The air is thick and cold. He walks slowly, his weapon raised. He hears Sam barking. The dog has chased the deer deeper inside. Neville follows the sound. He enters a large open room. And then he sees it. The deer is dead. Its carcass lies on the floor. But it has not been killed by a bullet. It has been torn apart. Neville looks up and freezes. He is surrounded. Dozens of Darkseekers are standing in the darkness. They are all around him. They are watching him. Their yellow eyes glow in the shadows. They are waiting. Neville panics and runs. He grabs Sam and they race toward the entrance. The Darkseekers chase them. Neville can hear them screeching behind him. He bursts through the doors and into the sunlight. He and Sam escape, but the Darkseekers are right behind them. They leap out of the building and into the light. Their skin catches fire. They burn and collapse into ash. Neville watches in horror. He realizes just how close he came to death. He also realizes that the Darkseekers are more organized than he thought. They are not just mindless animals. They have a leader, an alpha male. That night, Neville has a nightmare. He dreams of the day his family died. He sees his wife and daughter in the helicopter. He sees the missile hit. He sees the explosion. He screams and wakes up. He is covered in sweat. Sam licks his face to calm him down. He looks at her and holds her close. She is all he has left. The next day, he makes a bold decision. He sets a trap for a Darkseeker. He takes his own blood and places it in a sealed container. He uses it as bait. He waits in a dark alley, and he catches one. A female Darkseeker falls into his trap. He injects her with a sedative. She falls unconscious. He straps her to a metal table in his laboratory. He begins his experiments. He injects her with a potential cure derived from his own immune blood. He monitors her vital signs. But the treatment does not work. She remains unchanged. He tries again the next day. Still nothing. He grows frustrated but refuses to give up. That a few days later, while driving through the city, Neville sees something strange. His mannequin friend Fred is standing in the middle of the street near Grand Central Terminal. This is impossible. Neville did not put him there. He stops the car. He gets out. He is confused and unnerved. He approaches the mannequin cautiously. He raises his weapon and yells at it. Of course, there is no response. He shoots it. The mannequin falls to the ground. But as he walks toward the fallen dummy, he notices something. He sees movement in the windows of the surrounding buildings. He sees shadows. Yellow eyes. He is being watched. He also sees a rope on the ground. He has stepped into a trap. A noose snaps around his ankle and pulls him into the air. He hangs upside down. He loses consciousness. He wakes up at dusk. The sun is setting. He is still hanging. And then he sees them. The alpha male Darkseeker is standing in front of him. He is huge. His muscles are swollen. His veins are black. He is covered in scars. He looks at Neville with pure hatred. He is the leader of the pack. He has been hunting Neville for years. He watched Neville capture his mate. And now, he is taking revenge. The Alpha releases a pack of infected, feral dogs. They attack Neville and Sam. Neville fights with everything he has. He kicks and punches. He fires his weapon. But there are too many. Sam jumps in to protect him. She fights the dogs. She kills several of them. But in the chaos, one of the dogs bites her. Sam cries out in pain. Neville grabs her and escapes. He drives back to his house as fast as he can. He carries Sam to his lab. She is already showing symptoms. Her eyes are turning yellow. She is aggressive. She growls at him. He knows what is happening. The virus is taking over. He injects her with his experimental serum. For a moment, she calms down. He hopes it is working. But then, her condition rapidly worsens. She begins to transform. Her skin changes. Her teeth grow sharp. She snarls at him. He knows there is no cure for her. He knows she will become a monster. He holds her in his arms. He cries. He tells her she was a good dog. He says he loves her. And then, with tears streaming down his face, he does the unthinkable. He strangles her. He kills his best friend to save her from a fate worse than death. He holds her lifeless body and sobs. The loss of Sam pushes Neville over the edge. He is completely broken. He has lost his family, his friends, and now his only companion. He has nothing left to live for. That night, he decides to end it all. He drives his car into the middle of a horde of Darkseekers. They surround him. He is ready to die. He accelerates and crashes into them, killing several. They swarm his car. They smash the windows. They reach for him. He is about to be overwhelmed. But then, a woman appears. She fires a shotgun. A young boy with her holds up a UV light. The light burns the Darkseekers. They screech and retreat. The woman grabs Neville and pulls him into her car. They escape. The woman is named Anna. The boy is Ethan. They are survivors from Maryland. They heard Neville's radio broadcast. They came to find him. Anna tells Neville that they are heading to a survivor colony in Bethel, Vermont. She says there are other immune people there. They have built a community. Neville does not believe her. He has searched for so long. He found nothing. He thinks it is a lie. But Anna is determined. They return to Neville's house. Anna tends to his wounds. He is bleeding and weak. She gives him food and water. She comforts him. He looks at the female Darkseeker on his table. He has an idea. He lowers her body temperature with ice packs. He theorizes that a colder temperature will slow the virus and allow the serum to work. He injects her again. This time, it works. Her pigmentation returns. Her skin turns from gray to a healthy brown. Her veins fade. She is being cured. Neville has done it. He has finally found a cure. But their celebration is cut short. The alpha male Darkseeker has tracked them. He has gathered his entire pack. They surround the house. They smash through the steel shutters. They flood the building. Neville, Anna, and Ethan are forced to retreat into the basement laboratory. They seal themselves inside. The alpha male begins ramming the reinforced glass door. He is furious. He will not stop. The glass cracks. It will not hold much longer. Neville knows he cannot save himself. He draws a vial of blood from the now-cured female Darkseeker. It contains the antidote. He seals Anna and Ethan in a small coal chute. He gives her the vial. He tells her to take it to the survivors. He says it is a cure. He says they must get out. Anna begs him to come with them. He says he cannot. He tells her to protect Ethan. He closes the chute. The alpha breaks through the glass. He charges at Neville. Neville pulls the pin on a grenade. The explosion consumes the laboratory. It kills Neville and the attacking Darkseekers. But the cure is safe. The next morning, Anna and Ethan emerge from the coal chute. The house is destroyed. Neville is gone. They travel through the wasteland. They make it to Bethel, Vermont. They find the survivor colony. It is real. There are hundreds of immune people living there. They are rebuilding society. Anna hands over the precious vial. She delivers a monologue. She says Robert Neville was the last man standing. He fought when no one else could. He sacrificed everything. He gave humanity a second chance. She says he was not just a survivor. He was a legend. His memory will live on. And because of him, the human race will survive. If you enjoyed this movie explanation, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment which movie you'd like me to explain next. Thanks for watching.